Hello everybody and welcome to WCS Weekly Recap. My name is Andre Great Tour Pengshu. Joined alongside me is Kevin Rotterdam Vanderkoy, and we're going to be bringing you the week's recap of what has happened in WCS America. Challenger League, the first one we had Sage, Jig, Minigun, and Tilia. Of course, Tilia wasn't able to make it because she retired from StarCraft. But who was going to break out of it? I thought it was going to be Sage, but instead we had Minigun. Oh my goodness. What was up with Minigun?
I think Mini played very solid. Sage was throwing a couple of crazy cheeses at him, but he kept his cool and showed us how to defend Protoss cheeses, even when it comes from play that's very good like Sage. Minigun just played a flawless PvP series and deserved to win that group.
Yeah, and I really feel like Minigun's PvP has developed throughout WCS, and we're looking forward to see him over in Premier League. Bracket 2 featured Vibe, Lucky, Snoot, and Neeb, and I think a lot of players thought the Korean IPL 3 runner-up was going to take it. Of course, I'm referring to Lucky, but Snoot performing rather well here.
Yeah, he played extremely well. I actually think that Snoot versus Lucky in the round of 24 was one of the most fun matches I've casted this week. Snoot displayed us some great CVZ. The players were very evenly matched, but I sincerely enjoyed it, and I think every Zerg fan out there should go ahead and check out that series.
Yeah, it's great to see Snoot back in action. Not only that, to see his struggles, we kind of worked through it with him as he was very vocal on blogs, and it's great to see him performing so well. Bracket 3, we had our very own Ghosty user perform. TASSADAR, Demusum, Alicia. Unfortunately, Ghosty user got trounced in the beginning to some cheesy play by TASSADAR, who would go on to win the whole dang thing.
Yeah, TASSADAR's PvP against Alicia was really cool. He brought out a crazy build with a lot of oracles. You guys should definitely check that out as well. I've never seen the all-in being executed like that. Alicia versus the Muslim was cool too. I think certainly the game on Belshire was an excellent game. If you guys have some extra time, make sure to check that one out. And yeah, Mike is a guy that's very near and dear to our heart, but he didn't bring his A game against TASSADAR.
No, he didn't. But it's okay. He lost to the winner, so it's close. Bracket 4 featured Arthur, Desro, Top, and Moonglade. And Desro has been making a lot of waves in the community, but unfortunately he wasn't able to stand to the might of the Korean powerhouse Arthur.
I completely agree. Desro has been that guy that we know as a streamer, but he wants to be more than just a community figure and a well-known streamer. He wanted to prove to the world that he's capable of messing with the big boys, and he proved that day because he played excellent against Arthur.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to win this series, but I felt in all 3 games Desro had a very realistic shot of winning them.
He still has a chance. Don't forget, there is the group stages, but then Arthur went on to take Top, who I thought Arthur just outclassed Top in that series. It's unfortunate, but Top just didn't seem like he had the chance.
Arthur lives by the motto, 3 gate or die trying, and he never fails.
He never does. Bracket 5, we had Major, Shigwa, Alive, and State. Unfortunately, Alive just did not show up. He was in the chat room, but he just didn't reply. Because of that, State got the walkover win, and Major went on to play against State, where Major, yet again, I mean, he took out Tasia in the Premier League of Season 3. Now over here in Challenger League, he is looking so good.
Yeah, Juanito is looking better in the North American scene than he's been doing in a long time. I actually did not expect him to take out State, as State has been such a consistent Protoss play in the North American scene, has been showing good results in countless of different tournaments, was even the winner of Shoutcraft America. Yeah. But Major just playing excellent and being able to defeat State 2-0, that's no easy task.
Major proved that he knows State style and just dismantled him very easily and seamlessly. Bracket 6 featured Suppy, Patreus, Huangson, and Drunken Boy, and a lot of commotion going on with the Patreus against Suppy game. But Suppy yet again showcasing why he is one of the best in North America.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he is maybe the best, or at least the second best American Zerg player there is. Being solid in his ZVZ series against Betrayals, and after that goes up against a new-faced Drunken Boy, a guy that's I really like to follow. I think he's a great Terran, he has a lot of potential, but Suppy showed him it's not your time yet.
Yeah, and not only showcasing why he's good in macro, but also the mind games, cheesing out Patreus a couple of times and then playing macro a couple of times. Some really, really crisp play coming out from Suppy. We look forward to seeing him in Premier League. Bracket 7, we had Jim and 3 no-name Korean players. No, I'm just kidding, of course. Sasani, the STC, and Select entered the group, but there can only be one.
There can only be one Jim, and Jim showed us once more why we call him Jim Credible. He was not Jim pressed with this bracket stage so far, as he was convincing against Sania and also against the SEC, a still very respected Korean Terran player. Jim showed us that even under bad circumstances, because apparently he was not able to play the games from home, he was on a journey, he was forced to play on a notebook, but Jim wouldn't be Jim if it wouldn't then stop him. Oh, rhymes.
Crushed his opponent, and we look forward to seeing Jim as he moves on. Bracket 8 featured Puck, Jon Snow, Revival, and Ryung. Now, there are a couple of family emergencies, unfortunate for the Koreans, but let's talk a little bit about Jon Snow and then Puck. Jon Snow, how amazing did he play? What a huge surprise.
What a stunning performance. Even though he was not able to win the series, he captured my heart with the way that he played. I think it's so cool to see that there are a couple of North American players out there that we know so little about, but are so extremely good in StarCraft. I think it's very safe to say that Puck is one of the most established Protoss players in the North American scene right now, but he had his hands full with Jon Snow. Jon Snow played absolutely fantastic. I think all 3 games are definitely worth watching, but certainly the game on Whirlwind Andre, oh my goodness, one of the coolest PvZs that I've seen in a very long time.
Puck did go on to win against Jon Snow and win the whole bracket, but we look forward to seeing Jon Snow and Puck in the future. And we have our winners from the brackets: Minigun, Snoot, Tassadar, Arthur, Major, Suppy, Jim, and Puck. They're all going to play against the opponents that lose in the round of 16 of Premier League. Definitely keep your eyes peeled as that's approaching very fast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to the WCS Weekly Recap. We'll catch you next time.